Borts is champ, but what is next for Khamzat Chimaev? Will he defend his title at middleweight this year? Will he go up to light heavyweight, welterweight? Who is next, when, what in this video? Hello and welcome to Bloodsport MMA.
Salam alaikum to everyone.
Khamzat Chimaev won his fight against and the belt against Dricus Du Plessis in what some would call dominant fashion, what some would call boring fashion, whatever way you want to put it, doesn't matter. He's at least a champ right now, and he will most definitely defend his belt or fight for another belt. Now let's break down what makes sense, what is next, which is what matters most, right?
We need to find someone that can slow you down.
Doesn't matter, everybody. I'm gonna smash everybody.
So he said in the lead up to the fight against Dricus that if he wins the belt, he would love to go back down to welterweight and win that belt as well, because he's working with a new strength and conditioning coach, Sam Calavito, I think his name is, or something like that. That is the strength and conditioning coach of Teacher Dillashaw and some other athletes. And allegedly they could make 170 easy now with this new coach, and he would like that adventure, which sounds very fun, which I would be a fan of. If there's a guarantee that he makes weight, which is quite critically, but sounds like a fun idea. Especially, could you imagine if Islam beats JDM, which is a big if, Islam against Khamzat? That would be a dream fight. Honestly, that would be, I would pay pay-per-view money next level to watch this fight. If I could wish for one fight in my life, it would probably be this one, even though Khamzat is much bigger than him. I don't know, their styles sound so interesting in a matchup. There's another guy that sounds pretty interesting in the matchup that I'll get to in a second though. Is it likely? No, it's not, because Islam Makhachev fights JDM most definitely, by the time I'm filming this, it's not announced yet, in Madison Square Garden in November. Khamzat just won his belt now in August, and I do think that Khamzat wants to fight again this year. I do feel like since he's healthy now, why not? He used to be the guy who wants to fight every weekend, and he wants to fight for the money, right? The more often you fight, the more money you get. Plus, another interesting fact, since the pay-per-views will go away after this year, this is the last chance he gets on making pay-per-view money, because winning the belt does not give you pay-per-view money. Defending it does. If he doesn't defend it this year, he will never get pay-per-view money, because there will never be pay-per-views ever again.
Thank you so much, Dana.
So I believe Khamzat wants to fight again this year. He said Abu Dhabi, which does not really make sense, but just to get away from the welterweight division, that will not happen next, because the welterweight division, whoever wins the fight in November, will not defend until March, April of 2025, so forget that. Then look at his current division. In his current division, there is one fight that is pretty hot right now, which happens in Paris quite soon. Nassourdine Imavov against Caio Borralho. Now, Caio weighed in as the backup for UFC 319 Khamzat against Dricus, which underlines the point that most people already had, that Caio Borralho against Nassourdine Imavov will be the #1 contender fight. And this fight happens pretty soon. Now, will they be able to turn around for October? I don't think so, especially Borralho, who just did a weight cut for 319, does a weight cut again for Paris if he wins. I don't think he will go back this quick. Would I love it? Yes, because I will be there. I would love to see that fight, to see Khamzat defend the belt against any one of those two guys. I think that's what's next for him, fighting the winner of that fight, but I'm not sure if it happens in Abu Dhabi. But because it might not happen in Abu Dhabi, and I'm not sure if they put it on the same card as the Islam fight, it could happen in December. We don't have a card yet for December, and Khamzat will be a great main event for them, right? But if it is December, there is a other option that comes in, which is the fight between Fluffy Hernandez and Reinier de Ridder, RDR, in October it is, right? If I have it right in my mind, it's the beginning, I think it's the 18th of October or something. It's the week before the Abu Dhabi card, which is the 25th. If my math serves me right, it is the 18th in Vancouver, Canada. October 18th, the winner of that, if he comes out healthy, could potentially be ready in December. Now, if it's the Ridder, I think he probably has enough of those short notice fights. He has been, I think this is 5th fight already this year, or the 4th fight or whatever. He's on an insane schedule. But, you know, it is a quite interesting matchup, the winner of that fight against Khamzat. So if someone wins this fight very dominantly and the guy against Imavov fight is not really entertaining, we could see that as well. But my prediction is that Khamzat Chimaev fights in December because he wants the pay-per-view money and because that's the pay-per-view that makes most sense for him to headline against either one of those two winners. Of course, the winner of Guy against Imavov is much more likely because they have 1 full month more to recover and all of that, which is quite a lot, and start a new training camp, and they haven't been as active as the other two guys who have been very active, and because of that deserve it more in my opinion. But you get the message there. I do think it makes more sense for the winner of Fluffy against RDR to fight the winner of Khamzat against the winner of Gaio against Imavov next year. They are the number 1 contender if they win, in my opinion, but I think that's most likely. Now there's a third option, which is
Ankalaev.
Ankalaev just came out and said that he will be very willing to fight Khamzat Chimaev. And just that you understand, why would Islam and Ankalaev both fight Khamzat? Because Khamzat is Chechen, Chechnya, Republic of Chechnya.
Let's go Chechnya!
Yeah! Ankalaev and Islam are from Dagestan. Dagestan is not Chechnya. A lot of people get that wrong. They think it's one and the same. Don't ever say to a Chechen guy or to a Dagestan guy that they are the same. They might be friendly towards each other nowadays. They weren't always friendly historically. Go do your own research. But they are not the same. So most Chechens will not fight Chechens. Still happens sometimes, but they mostly will not do that, and most Dagestani guys normally do not fight Dagestani guys in the UFC. Also happens sometimes, but them against each other is no problem at all.
No problem, mate, yeah? No fucking problem.
Don't think that Ankalaev would not fight or Islam would not fight Khamzat or the other way around. So that fight will be so interesting as well. This has nearly the same appetite for me as the Islam fight. Ankalaev is so well-rounded as well, very big, he's a big light heavyweight. That would be an interesting fight as well, that I would love to see. And Ankalaev defends his belt against Alex Pereira October 20th. No, that's not possible if... Wait. October 5th, sorry, October 5th, my brain. So many dates and events and names.
And 6 October, 6 October we're gonna see.
October 5th, Ankalaev defends his belt, if I'm wrong with the day, correct me, against Pereira. Is it hypothetically possible that he's ready by the end of the year for Khamzat? Yes. Do I think they make this fight now? No, just because the middleweight division is so full of contenders, and Porayo and Imavov, whoever wins this fight, will have a heart attack if Khamzat gets booked for a light heavyweight belt, when he has not even defended the middleweight belt, you know what I mean? But the appetite for that fight is huge, so never say never. It can definitely happen in the future as well. So Khamzat has a lot of options on the table at the moment, a lot of options. One is the welterweight belt, light heavyweight belt, and defending the middleweight belt. Most likely, he will defend his middleweight belt against the winner of Bohayo against Imavov in December. This is my prediction for what's gonna happen. Write your prediction in the comments, you guys. Like this video, subscribe to the channel, would appreciate that. Check out the Bloodsport merch, my merch, link is in the bio. Check it out, you guys. Stay bloody, and until the next one, bye-bye. Bloodsport out.